Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make a portable, lightweight green screen that you can tote around, that a woman can tote around, that's a pretty good size. What I got right here is I got 3 sheets of this energy siding. Now I want to show you that because it's kind of important. See, this has got the backing on both sides. This right here ain't just regular styrofoam. I don't know what you call that there, but this is pretty good stuff. And I'm going to make a pretty good size one, so here we go. I'm going to measure this. This is how tall it's going to be. I'm going to show you and tell you everything, I promise you. Now, if you're not comfortable using a skill saw to cut with, you know, a razor knife will cut this. I've got this laid out like it's going to go. You see, it's going to be that tall and this wide. What I'm going to do next is I want to mark all the way around it 6 inches. Now, I promise you, I'm going to explain everything you're going to understand, I promise you. You watch what I'm doing here. I'm going to mark 6 inches out right here. I'm just going to put a straight mark. And I'm going to mark 6 inches out this way. Now, I made one of these the other day, and it's lightweight. But it's a little, I made it a little taller than what it needed to be. It wouldn't, you know, it'd go in the front door, catch to lean it sideways. So I'm making another and just make it a little bit shorter. But I'm doing this right here all the way around every corner. I've got all my strips cut. I'm going to be showing you that. But before we can do that, this is the first thing we got to do. I got some liquid nail here. It's the heavy duty. I would go ahead on and get that heavy duty. But it's better, let me say that this thing, you can stand it up one way or the other way. You can do it either way. But it's better to have it pieced up the short way instead of pieced the long way. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid nail on this seam right here, on both pieces. It's gonna be glued another way besides this, but I do want to get some on it. This stuff right here, man, if you ever tore paneling up before that this was used, you see why they call it liquid nail. You will tear it. The wood will tear up before the glue will give, and I swear on that, I didn't seen it. Now, all right, you see I got that put together, and I got this board right here. I pulled it back so you can see. But I'm gonna go ahead and put them together and let this be drying.
What you doing there?
Hey there, how you doing, David?
What you doing there?
I'll show you in a minute. Alright, now I'm going to lay this on top of this and put it on my 6-inch mark right there. And just to so you understand, see, I'll be doing the other side like this. And then I talk to the camera, Dave. And then this will overlap.
Right.
And see, this right here is dry. See how I got the corners where they lock together? And I've already done drawed my center out because we got to have a brace there. So I got this piece cut out for the center. And I'm gonna put liquid nail on it. Now, putting it on thick, I don't think there's no need to put it on thick. But you see, I got it pretty good bit right down the center where I'm going to put this. And I'm gonna when I put it up there, I'm gonna try to smear it. You know what I'm talking about. But I guarantee you, this stuff right here I'm using is probably stronger than the glue that's on that paper. And, you know, I don't know if I said it or not, because I ain't reviewed none of the tape. But this right here is pretty good stuff. I made a boat top one time, and so we could go fishing, just temporary, so we could go. We wound up using that thing a while. Hey, I didn't show my fat butt up there on that table, and I'm 240 pounds. But it's pretty good. I'm gonna find something else to put on the other end. On the other end there. And remember the lines that we put around the edge? It's now time to start gluing. And I really ain't trying to cheap out, y'all. I got one of them 5x7, you know, fold up kind. But see, this is bigger than that. And I got, you know, that big roll of cloth too. And then I got another one of these that's bigger than this, that's made out of muslin cloth. That's the one I was telling you was a little bit heavier than I wanted it to be, and you would probably laugh, but man, I mean, I want it as light as I can get it. And don't forget to glue this part you know, that's going under this lap right here. It hit me. All right. Put that on the line. I'm getting everything on the line. You know, you got a few minutes to work with it. You ain't got to be in no hurry, but you can't walk off and go get no glass of tea. I got this setting up ready. I'm gonna wait till in the morning to finish it up. I got it pretty flat, and I'm actually gonna do a little bit more reinforcing to it, but I'll get that in the morning after it dries. It's the next day. You see, I got my pieces on here, and this right here is dry. Now, I could have done this yesterday, what I'm fitting to do now, but man, I wanted to see where I was at. I mean, you know what I'm talking about? So, I got some more strips, and this is the last thing I'm doing to it. I might have said that. But I'm going to glue this down, and the whole idea about this is, you see, like, if this is thick, it's harder to bend. And that's why all the layers. So, I think this is going to work out good. And I picked it up a while ago. It don't hardly weigh hardly nothing. You see, I put my glue down, and then I'm going to take this and put this on there. And, now, one more thing. See these edges, like how I made them? See how I made them overhang? I'm going to glue this. I had so much of this glue on my hands last night, I had to eat chicken with a fork. You know, there ain't no getting it off, you know. Alright, here's the last thing I'm doing to the frame. See these strips I got? It's getting a strip like this all the way around. I got a few nails here. These is I think they 4-penny is what they are. But I'm gonna stick a few in here just to hold this, because this is a pretty hard place to clamp off, you know. I'm gonna put some of these in here, and this is just to hold it temporary. And man, the glue would take it from there. And I'm gonna stick one in here. Hey, and then you do that. all the way around. Do this right here all the way around. This is the back side of it. I got it finished. And I wanted to show you that because whenever I flip it back over, I'm going to just let it sit a few days. But this right here ought to be pretty good, y'all. I'm gonna back this camera up. I see I done painted my truck over here. Hey y'all, I'm gonna get the scales and weigh this thing too. I wanna see what it weighs. I know it ain't much. Here it is finished up. This is basically like a 8 by probably about 6 foot. Maybe it's more than 6 foot, but it's something like that. I'm fitting to weigh this thing, and I got a video of the paint and everything that I use for this. I tried to hold the camera up there. I couldn't hold the camera up there while I was holding that. But it weighs 16 pounds. I weighed it 4 or 5 times. You know how hard it is trying to hold that one hand. But I want to tell y'all I appreciate you watching the video. And hit like and help support me.